Hi, this is my second attempt at a tutorial, which I can't imagine is going to be much better than the first, but hopefully we might learn a little bit about how to draw a floor plan. This will run through a single story floor plan with the basics of what symbols are available. So, using the template created Woolworths Leeds from the first tutorial, we now just need to click on it and it should open on the screen. Right, I'm quickly going to run through the toolbar on the right hand side, although you probably find you won't need it because of the way the template's been set up. They're all quite self-explanatory really. If you click on the square, it will then allow you to draw a room, which you can either delete using the dustbin or the undo button at the top of the screen. The line, surprise surprise, lets you draw a line. You'll notice that it always wants to either be horizontal or vertical. When you click on the armchair, it opens up a whole selection of categories that allows you to choose different symbols based on whichever room you may be drawing. Try and resist the temptation to put too much into the drawings. We don't really need chairs, tables, computers, baths. It just confuses the matter. The one category you may use is the staircase symbol. That gives you access to an additional number of doors and staircases for when you move on to multi-floored properties.
To make sure that we get the same orientation on all the drawings across all the assessors, can we try and make sure that the bottom of the picture is where the road is, and therefore that's where your front door is going to be. Now you can start drawing up the shop. The first thing I always do is get the front room, which is the shop area, get that set to the right size. By measuring it up, you can then click on the bottom or the top to adjust the size or the length, and again on the side wall to adjust to get the right size width. You can now put in the door to the front of the shop and to the back area, and although we don't put any furniture in, we do put a desk in just to show where the till is. It helps to orientate the shop. You can now start adding symbols to represent the location of any fire equipment. The key on the right is active, so if you just click on any of the symbols you can then drag them and drop them into place on the plan. As well as all the fire symbols, the other item I do like to see on the floor plan is a toilet. It really does help to orientate the building when somebody's trying to work out where everything is. It's fairly straightforward on a single story, but if you've got more than one floor, the toilet's an ideal place to start trying to track things down. You have to zoom in, you can drag it into place. The closer you get, you can then spin it round. Click on it and it will spin. Drop it into place. It is actually a scaled toilet, so if the room looks far too big, it probably is far too big on your drawing. Once you've added all the other symbols for doors and then fire equipment, then that's the floor plan completed, and we just need to get it ready for emailing over. If you use the template and then follow the instructions on formatting, then all the floor plans should look the same on the assessments. Now that the floor plan's complete, what we're going to do is turn off the measurement guides. Although they were useful during the production of the floor plan, they're not going to be accurate enough to be left on for the customers to see. Before we do this, we just need to put some scale arrows on so the customer can get an idea of the size of the building. You can do this by clicking the crayon symbol on the toolbar on the right and then the word arrow with the ruler next to it. Once you've done that, it's just a case of dragging the arrow to the size at the bottom of the screen and then do the same to the left hand side. Then it's time for one last walk around to see if there's any symbols that you've missed. Add them to the plan and we're ready for emailing over. When you've finished drawing, to tidy up your floor plan, you can just click the spanner sign at the top right hand side of the screen and you'll see a box drop down that says resize floor plan. If you click that and then trim white space, it'll automatically center everything and just tidy it up a little bit. You can now go ahead and turn off the measurement guides. If you press the settings button top right hand corner, then measurements, and then just click the slider off. With the floor plan complete, it's now time to email it in so that it can be embedded into the assessment. This is completed by clicking the export button in the top left hand corner, then selecting email document, and then when it gives you the option, you just choose floor plans. This will open an email box which you just need to send to me, mike.wells@roundhall.co.uk. Once this is sent, you need to do the same thing again, this time selecting the PDF option, the top one, not the middle one, because that one's not very good. Same thing again, email it off to mike.wells@roundhall.co.uk. And that's the whole process completed. The only real way to get quick with the drawings is just to practice. It doesn't take very long because it's a very user-friendly app. Best of luck, and I hope you manage to stay awake for most of it.